Okay, so it's another weekend here in the garage, and I have a little bit more of the sound deadening done inside the car. I'm really thrilled about that. I also found out that the garage door opener needs a new motor, so it's unplugged, so we don't have that problem anymore with the sound. So here you go. More of that. I feel really good about this. It's going to be it looks so much better than it did before. When I got the car 2 years ago, it was just horrible inside, absolutely horrible inside. So here we are with this. I am going to be buying the heater core and the AC part that goes inside the box here shortly. Just got to take the box apart to make sure I know what I'm looking at. I'll show you that in a moment. Here's the box itself. It's in pretty good shape. You can see that it's held together with some spring clips. There is some damage to the box itself where the fiberglass goes together, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. I have a kit that will allow me to fix the fiberglass, and I'm lucky I have the actual pieces here. So I should be able to take this guy apart, clean it all up, and then do the fiberglass repair and hopefully make it nice, pretty, and black again. I'm going to take this apart in a few moments, and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. I've seen a number of people do work with this before, and I'm thankful for what they did. However, I'm trying to give you some up-close pictures. I'm not that talented at YouTubing, but I figure if I can make up for it with some pictures for you, that might be a value add for somebody. And this is off of a 73 Mustang that had factory AC, so I want to put the AC back in it and get everything working again. So continuing on, these spring clips here, I'm just using a little cheap Harbor Freight pick to get them off. Be careful. You can stab your fingers pretty good. I've already done it once or twice on other things. But just getting this off here, it's not terribly difficult. It can go flying. It can go flying, which I've already found one across the other side of the garage. So, but you can see that they're held together at these seams, or it's held together at those seams. I'm not sure if I've got them all off of here yet. It looks like it starts to split the case, so I'm going to try and do that. Oh, one more. There's still one more down there. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can do it without stabbing my finger again. Okay, here we go. All right, so if I can just lift this apart. Okay, so this thing is filled full of dirt and leaves and stuff like that. But now you can see the inner workings. When I took everything apart, I ended up cutting these guys here. So that's on me. I'm going to have to get that apart and then get a new one. But you can see there was no end of dirt and yucky stuff inside there. But it doesn't look that bad. We'll see how that goes. Let me pause just for a moment. All right, so I have vacuumed out a good bit of the things that were in here. It wasn't all dirt, guys. Please be careful about rodent droppings, because there was a good bit of that in here as well. Save that for reference. But I think that this is all cleanable and it is all salvageable. Number of things inside here. Some clips. I should be able to get this guy out. There's looks to be 1, 2, 3 on each side here, and then this should lift out. I think there is a a sensor here that has a couple little nuts on it. I'll take those off in just a moment. I'll bring you back after I've done that. Anyways, so take lots of pictures as you move through things. I've done that as well, and we'll see in a moment here. This is a 5/16 nut on a nut driver. So this whole thing is new to me. This whole making videos thing is kind of new to me. More than anything else, I just want to try and do something nice for the people that are out there that have a 72 or 3, well, I guess a 71 or 2, a big nose Mustang, all right? So that's what I'm trying to do, is just do something that I think would be positive. It's also a fun thing to do. I never really did consider myself to be much of a storyteller, but I'm going to give it a try here. So if you see this, and if anything is helpful to you, it would be nice if you put a like on there for me. That's just purely just feeding ego right at this moment. I don't have any type of formalized training on this. I'm just a guy taking stuff apart in a garage in suburbia. So there's a, let me see if I can get you over here to see this. There is a sensor there with 2 nuts on it and what looks like a thermostat wire for feeding that to them. So let me go ahead and get that. I downloaded an open source video editing software. I'm going to try and learn how to use that. This might be something fun to do in retirement years, fixing cars and making little videos for people. I hope that it's helpful to you. That one right there. There we go. Okay, so that's now out of the way. Here is what this looks like on my end. Okay, so got the AC part here. It's either the evaporator or the condensing unit, and then there is a sensor here that it appears is connected under this screen. Oh, okay. I think this slides up. If I had to name who my favorite person is to watch work on a car on YouTube, it would be Simon Fordman. I think his content is absolutely fantastic. There's a guy by the name of Jason that does auto edits. He's really good too. They just seem to have the skills down for creating content. Jason's really good in what he presents as far as how he explains it. So I'm enjoying, in my own way, maybe covering something that they did not cover. There's another young man out of South Carolina that does a channel, Auto Resto Mod. He is fantastic. So big hats off to these guys. So I'll save this. I don't know what it's going to do for me, but I'll save it. And then put the order in for this guy. I'm going to save these clips as well. I have a feeling that hunting fasteners is going to be something that I don't want to do a lot of. but I'm going to save these guys, and I'll take this thing, look at it really carefully in regards to what I'm getting ready to order, and I'll get that. So I'm going to move this out of the way. But you can see the case is just dirty. I think I can just lightly scuff this up a little bit, clean it, and then make it a nice, pleasant satin black again. It'll be good to go. There are parts available for you that you can get, and you can use those to do the seals for these boxes. So that's a very pleasant surprise. I don't have to worry about making anything myself. I'll let you know how this works. But I'm going to go ahead and take the heater core out next. Looking at the other side of the box portion that has the core, there's still some more nuts to get. Trying to make sure I get the pictures in here of where all the vacuum tubes and the way that everything's set up here on the box is, so that when I go to put things back together, it will make sense to me. Everything's going just fine. There's a couple little of these press-on, they look like washers or grommets or something like that. I don't know if you can see that right there. I'm just using a pick to work it up, the shaft off of that post, and keeping my fingers out of the way so I don't stab them. But there you go. This little flat bladed screwdriver is a lot better actually than those picks. And I haven't stabbed myself with it yet, so I know, one glove. But I can't stop and start the camera. If anybody else is out there and they've been doing this for a little bit longer and they want to give me any considerations as far as things that I could do to make the sound better on this, or to make the, aside from saying which evidently I'm doing a lot, I would love to hear from you. There's been a lot of really good creators out there that have made YouTube content for people working on things. Musty One, it was always one of my favorite ones that was out there. Watched a lot of his videos. His videos helped me to the point where I could clean the carburetor on my lawnmower and save myself a good bit of money. Okay, so that's out of the way. Don't see anything here that will hold me back. Okay. At the bare minimum, I'll be able to clean the living heck out of all this stuff. Pause it. I'll let you guys see when I get back. So I put a little bit of PB Blaster onto the shaft that's running through this flap at the hinge. I've been working it back and forth, and I think that I just can work it back and forth and then slide it out and clean it, and then I should probably have a little bit better results, but I'm not going to try and gorilla fingers this thing apart. Okay, so now I pulled the foam off, and I can see now it's just a piece of folded metal. It's all rusty as anything, of course. So I'll go ahead and take a pick, open this up a little bit more, and then I will get the PB Blaster in there. And I think I should be able to wiggle it out after that. and then be able to remove the entire rod and clean that up. So one moment. I know you're at a weird angle, but it's okay. Turns out that I need to undo these small bends. Oh, sorry. These small bends to release this, and then I'll be able to get everything out. Okay, I got it out. I didn't have to fully unbend everything here. I just needed to make a little bit of room for this. See, there's a channel inside here that this rusted piece of metal rides in, and so by rotating it back and forth with PB Blaster on it, I got it loosened up enough to the point where I started to see the way the mechanism was holding it in. And then, where is it? Just a flat blade screwdriver, prying with it. I don't want to tear this thing fully apart. I don't know how that's fastened exactly there. And I don't want to try and take it apart to the point where I need a new one. I'm pretty sure I can just take this thing and clean it up with a wire wheel, and then I can spray it down with maybe something that is going to make sure it doesn't rust again, and then it should be fine. Should be fine. But this is the rod. Add this little bushing on it, and then going back and forth. I thought it was just a simple rod, but it has these flat points in it. And then be careful as you're trying to wiggle back and forth that you don't start to twist this. I almost did that. Okay, so I've got all of the small screws off the outside of the box. Let me get my glove back on. Okay, so take that out. Set that on the stack. This. Oh, there's one more in the back here. Back here. Oh, right there. Let me get that. And this again is 5/16. So nothing in here looks terrible at this point. It does look nasty, but everything on this car has looked nasty up until the point that I started working on it. And then, you know, after a little bit of familiarity with it, it didn't seem so nasty anymore. After more and more of the dirt came off, and it was really nice. I'm learning so much about how the people who made these cars, how they approach problems and problem solving. And this should all clean up. Of course, you can understand why this would rust. It's in an environment where it's constantly getting warm and cold and warm and cold. And then just after 50 some odd years, 53 years, I think, this, well, it doesn't look good anymore. Moisture got to it. So there we go. And if I'm lucky, I think that this will start to wiggle its way out now. Haha. And believe it or not, they do make all replacement parts for the end caps of this, but I'm going to keep them just up until the point when I get the new stuff. So I'll be able to order the new stuff here after I've finished this video. And once that stuff comes in, I will show you how it goes together. I'm going to play with it a little bit before I bring you into the mix, but everything's just a fiberglass shell now. I should be able to, I guess I could take this guy out down here using the same method. I don't know if I should do that or not, or how big of a pain that is to do that. You can see there's a stop down here that is part of the mechanism. But I'll clean all this up, and I can still see a number of pieces of fiberglass that are going to need to get a little bit of attention and love. Don't know about this metal ring, if that comes off or not. It looks like it's just riveted on there. And if that's the case, I don't think that I want to take it off. So far, I have not seen any other content makers that did something like that. But that's that. Get the other box, the other side of the box for you to see that one again. Next time that I'm doing this, I will have cleaned all this up, gotten as much of the things that I can figure out how to restore, either restored or looking better again. Let's put it that way. It's going to be black again, and we'll go from there. Whatever you're doing, I sincerely hope that you're having a good time. I sincerely hope that you are making the best of life, and that that you are able to have fun with your friends, family, and loved ones. Thank you so much, guys. If you put a like on the video, that would really make me happy. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm hoping to have a little bit better content creation, editing a video, all that kind of fun stuff. Take care, and God bless you.